Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Kitty. On my channel, I like to do scary stories. My last video, I did a vlog. I try to do vlogs whenever I can. We do makeup related videos, live streams about anything and everything, story time, personal stories, dating stories, traumatic stories, a little something here for everybody, shopping hauls. So make sure to subscribe to my channel right now. Hit that subscribe button down below. It costs nothing, absolutely nothing to support my channel. And if you guys please do me a favor by sharing my channel with all your loved ones, share it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, so that we can get more people to come join our community and share more scary stories. As you can tell by the title, this one is a scary story. For those of you who are new, the way it works is that my subscribers, aka you, my lovely friends, will type out their stories, email it to me, and I read them here for the very first time along with you. Let's get into the first one. There have been many stories shared with me from my family and friends. This is one of the stories that still sends a cold chill down my spine. This story comes from the Navajo Nation. Believe it or not, it's up to you. Just know that there are some things that go bump in the night, and sometimes when they bump back, it's more terrifying when they do. This story begins in my hometown. I won't say where due to certain reasons that I can't explain. My aunt had been working with this company for many years, and it brought her a lot of joy and pride because she enjoyed helping people. The company that she worked for served the community in many ways, from helping the homeless in many cases when the police brought in the ones who needed sobering up. She never really cared about the hours or the pay. Just knowing she was trying to make a difference in the community was all that she cared about. She had many positions with this company. She often worked the front desk where she would help check in people that came in. She also served as the driver, in which, if the police called, she would be the one to pick up the said person. Then came the night that something walked through the door that scared many people. She had been working with the crew for a few years at this point. She knew everybody by name that worked there and made a few friends. On this cold night came a call from the local PD. They had gotten a call around 2 in the morning from a few people saying someone was walking around the hills behind one of the neighborhoods. Afraid that it might be someone who was considering breaking into one of the homes, the PD was dispatched to the area. Once they got to the area, this was definitely something they were unsure of how to handle. 10 minutes later, my aunt received a call from PD that they had an individual. They were unsure if he was homeless or intoxicated, only telling her that it needed to be picked up. Puzzled, she called the driver to pick up the individual. The driver and her had become friends. She said he was very solid, very truthful person, but what he told her when they picked up this individual was nothing short of terrifying. What he described seemed like it was straight out of a horror movie. He said once they got to the area after picking up 2 more people on the way, the police looked shocked and scared. He could tell one officer was so scared that his hand was shaking when giving him the paperwork. Not sure what had the officer spooked, he followed him to the patrol car where the other officer looked white as a ghost. At this point, he was getting pretty nervous, not sure what to expect. As the officer opened the back door, he said his stomach dropped as it came out, knowing what he was about to pick up. Back at the office, my aunt said it was a slow night. Everyone finished early and were catching up with whatever needed to be done. Seeing the lights through the door, my aunt and another employee walked over to the door to let them in. She saw through the glass door that the driver was very jumpy. She thought to herself, what was going on. Normally, he was calm. He was a big guy, over 6 feet tall and 200 pounds. What could possibly scare him? Then she saw it. Startled, they opened the door. The other two individuals that were picked up early were terrified and quickly walked in. Once it came in, she knew what it was: a skinwalker. She said the driver was behind it. It was wearing tattered blue jeans, dirty sneakers, and no shirt. Its hair was matted and stringy. Its torso was covered in what looked like white and black paint, its face hidden behind its hair. The smell, oh my God, she said, the smell it gave off was of something of a rotten animal. She explained that once they got inside, they have to check in whatever valuables they have. The first two checked in with no problem. It stood there, looking down at the floor. It didn't speak, so they called up security guards and asked them to give it a pat down. At first, they were reluctant, not wanting to touch it, but knowing if they didn't, they could end up all getting in trouble. After a tense few minutes, what they found on it was nerve-wracking. Inside its pockets, they pulled out strands of hair, cigarette butts pieces, and animal bones. A leather pouch. At this point, they were too afraid to look inside the pouch. After a few minutes, the entire crew decided that they didn't want it inside with them. One of the security guards told it could leave, but to go home. After it left, they locked up every door and window and stayed inside until the first light of dawn came through the windows. When it was time to let everyone out, a lot of people who were brought in said they couldn't sleep because they kept hearing knocks on the window and crazy whispering throughout the night. I know this sounds crazy, but it's true. I almost didn't believe it myself until a friend of mine said his uncle worked there also and told him the exact same story. This one I tell others to let them know that yes, they do exist and they do walk among us. Ew, that's freaking creepy. That is crazy. Thank you for sending in your story. Let's get into the next one. So, I normally don't share this kind of content, but I'm trying to be as fair as possible about these stories that come in. Very rarely I don't share some stories because either they're very chopped to where it's very hard to read and then it doesn't make sense, or they're just very short to where it was like we need more here. So someone sent in a video. Someone sent in a video from my reservation, which is the San Carlos Apache Reservation. This individual said that this one is what the nephew sent them. He said some of the kids saw this at the Bilas River. Look at the forehead and how long the arms are. I'm going to share this video right now. Tell me what you think in the comments below. My brother and me are the babies of our family, so everyone used to pick on us. When we got older, we started picking on everybody back. We thought it would be funny to scare them when they walked back home from their friend's house. This one time we hid behind some bushes and waited. There used to be this big black cat that was always mean to us too. When we were laying in the bushes, that black cat came from across the street and started being mean again. So we started to attack it. We ended up winning and we laid back down for our sisters to come by. We heard them coming and were ready to jump out. Once we did, nobody was there. So we laid back down to wait. We heard them 3 times coming, and every time we jumped, there was nobody there. My brother said, "I'm going into the house." We were out there for hours just waiting for the chance to scare our sisters. I called him names for not wanting to wait with me. Finally, I started to get tired and walked onto the road to go home. The moon was out and shining bright. When I started walking up my driveway, I seen something on the roof of my house. I stopped and I seen something walk from the left side of the house and stopped right in the middle. When it stopped, it ruffled its wings. It was big. I screamed and screamed. My other sisters came out to the front door yelling at me because I was screaming, and it just sat there. I recognized that it was there. I just closed my eyes and ran to the door because they were already looking at me. I ran into the house and lost my breath. Everyone was yelling at me. I couldn't talk, but I was screaming. Then my oldest sister slapped me and asked me what I was screaming for. I was telling her we heard something walking on the roof. We all started screaming, and my mom came running out of her room. She was yelling at all of us because we were screaming. We told her, and she went outside and said she didn't see anything, but we all heard it. Years later, the sister I was trying to scare told us she had seen the same thing. That's why she didn't want to go home after dark. My brother and me was wondering who or what was that we were hearing or seeing this whole time, that thing that was on the roof. Yee, that one's scary. This one comes from McCurtain County, Idabel, Oklahoma. That's creepy. I've heard a couple of stories from people from like the Farmington area talk about some winged creature. I've heard of 2 of them on our res, and I think I shared them here on my channel. Our people describe it as they only see it at nighttime, and they say it has like it looks like something close to like Jeepers Creepers. It's like a man, but it has wings and it flies, and you can hear it flapping its wings when it comes closer to you. But it's very fast and it chases people. And the people that talk about it is usually the people who are out in the boonies and drinking and partying. So be careful when you're on the res late at night in the boonies with your friends doing naughty things. Thank you for sending in your stories, everybody, and that scary video. Let me know what you think of this video. Leave a comment down below. Give this video a big thumbs up, like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you are not. And don't forget to share this video or my channel with all your friends and family so we can bring in more people and get more stories. And if you want to share a story, it can be yours, it can be someone's story as long as you know it very well, or you can help somebody share their story by typing it out for them. Make sure to type it out and email it to me. My email is whatwouldkittydo12@gmail.com. Send it in and I will get to it as soon as I can. Also, I'm gonna tag some items down below. We do have some new products. We have lip gloss, we have lip oil, we have classic lipsticks, we have matte liquid lipsticks. We also have new high definition oil control setting powders. So yeah, go look at our website down below. Shop native owned products. All of our products are skin sensitive friendly. They're all tried and tested by me for a full 30 days before I even have the product made. So I am your tester here. I only want the top quality items. So if you guys know me by now, you should know that our products are very good quality and skin sensitive friendly. So other than that, we'll see you guys. Have a good weekend. Bye.